So okay, in this video we're gonna look at this part of the documentation where we create a custom tip that will looks like this. So I'm gonna show you how you can set up this project. They have a starter code, right? Let's see how I usually do this. I go to their GitHub page and I create the name of the project and finish setting it up. Default settings are fine, and I get a pop-up for the new project, and I close the old project if I have it, or you could leave it open. I get a pop-up for Microsoft Windows Defender, and I allow it to not run the Defender configuration or whatever in my current directory, so the app runs faster. So let's go back to their repository. I'm looking for their main executable, main activity file. Okay, it's here. Usually the package name's gonna be different. Everything else should be the same. So let's copy everything. Let's also copy strings. They're supposed to be in the values. Okay. And what else? Main activity, let's go back. Tip time layout. So you can to see what the compiler this software has created for the theme function. We can go here, UI theme, and here, as you can, this is the theme that is generated for us, so we can use this function instead of that. If it is not imported, let's import it. As you can, as I said, it's in UI theme, and that's the I don't know, you can usually notice the function, it ends with theme. Let's see what else, what other, let's get rid of those import. Okay, let's run and make sure everything works as expected. So the only time I download the repo is when I need the images. So downloading the images individually is pain in the ass. So I instead I download the whole repo and unzip and copy the images somewhere I can easily access. So now how we're gonna, where's it? So we're gonna make this look like this. We're gonna add another text field to calculate custom percentages, and we're gonna add what Jetpack calls switch and icon optionally, Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's go and add another text field. Shit, this is the wrong app. Get rid of it. Okay, so we have a text field and we need another text field. Where is it? Edit number. Okay, let's copy and paste this underneath. Let's see what happens. We got a text field, but we need to change the label. So to make changes to the instance of this function, we can make it a parameter. Label. Let's create a dot in the function declaration. A label is, I believe, so we need to pass in this R string, something like that. So that makes this R string, that whatever this garbage, this function called returns an integer every time. We're gonna make it int, and we're gonna tell compiler this is not just any random integer. This is a integer from string res. So now we need to pass in that, and also we're gonna use that value here. Label. String. So the first one we need to call bill amount. The second one, if you go to their garbage strings, it's called what's tip what do they call it? Tip percentage. We don't have that. Let's quickly create it then. Here I would usually just copy it from the documentation itself. Tip percentage. Okay, I'm gonna call it tip percent. Okay, here let's go our string tip percent. So now we got this working. Let's add a let's make sure that the values are remembered after every recomposition. So the values are this. Instead of this amount type, we're gonna create another variable, var tip. In their documentation they're calling tip input. Let's also call the same thing. Remember mutable state of tip percentage. Okay, now we're gonna pass that tip input on value change. We're gonna change the tip input run in a run. Okay, so these two should individually work now. Okay, so now we need to add logic. How are we gonna do that? We got a tip input. These values are supposed to be like under 100. Let's create a tip percentage, the values, we got it. So what are they calling it? They're converting the string to a double. Let's copy it and then calculate tip. Okay, so here they're passing the amount to the calculate tip function. It takes the amount, tip percentage, by default is 50. So if I this is the logic that does the work for us. Tip percentage, if it's 100, takes the percentage. So there is no logic to prevent us from entering over 500 from the way the official documentation has coded this project. So let's not worry about that for now. So that's something to watch out for in the future. So we need we got amount. So we're not going to worry about it. Where's the amount? We got the amount, and then we need to pass in tip percentage. Tip percentage. Let's use named parameters. Tip percent. Okay, let's see if the so if I paste in, okay, 25% of 100 is 25. So the custom thing is working. So now we need they are adding this keyboard modifying kind of thingy. So last time we added an option to display numbers instead of the whole keyboard when we enter this text field. Where is it? Why can't why is the keyboard not opening? Damn. Why do you like? I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. I had a problem. Instead, when I click the text field, instead of opening a virtual keyboard on the device, this emulator expect me to use my physical keyboard. I was only able to use my physical keyboard. So how did I fix this? Well, I went to device manager, and here I went to edit, and here I went to advanced options. In here I unchecked enable keyboard import and clicked finish and stopped the emulator and started the emulator again, and then we're back. So as I said, when we click the damn, what is this garbage again, bro? Not again. Damn, there's so many garbages. Let's restart it. Oh, it's not, it wasn't running. What is this? So on screen keyboard. Why is this like this? Is there a way to make this let's go to the settings or something. What's with the keyboard, bro? Like, oh, let's search it for keyboard. Cancel. Whoa. Right, we can go to the settings and preferences, write in text fields. What's wrong with this garbage? So on screen keyboards, preference, number row, one-handed mode, long press. You know what, I'll be back after fixing this garbage. For the life of me, I can't get rid of this floating keyboard, bro. From what I watched, there's an option for somewhere to turn off in the settings of this, but I can't. This particular app does not have that. You know what, let's just stick with it. We can see all the thing we needed to see anyway. So we're gonna enter 100 and we're gonna enter lol the percentage. So that's the bug. That's not always supposed to work. We would like to only accept values under 100, but we're not gonna worry about that for now. So this thing, right? You can read this part of the documentation yourself. So what we want to do is, instead of this done button, we want to display a next button that will look like this, but when we enter this text field, we want to display done button, button or whatever. So they call it IME action search, send, go, or whatever. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? So last time we used this keyboard option to display those particular keyboard options. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna display those IME actions. That IME action as this long value, we need to pass these parameters. There's no way we're gonna remember this. So let me put it. What happened? Keyboard options. Damn. we're gonna remove it and paste it. IME action, import IME action, and what's wrong? Expect. Okay. So now if we run this app, we get the shit. So we get this button. Okay, the next it's the next button. So we want to display these buttons in those particular text fields. So I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna cut it, and instead I'm gonna create, they're creating a variable for it, keyboard type, and here they, I believe they pass it. And what's wrong with this? Expecting. Why does this expect like that? Anyway, we're gonna just add that keyboard type. We're gonna paste that. Time with type mismatch. Required keyboard type, keyboard options. That's not the thing we wanted. That's keyboard options. Okay, now we need to paste that. Let's copy and paste it here. Modify. Oh shit. Expecting an element. What element are you expecting, bro? Okay, the error went away. Okay, there are two errors. Damn. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna be back after fixing this. That was nothing to worry about. That was just a stray parenthesis. So I have created a next button for the keyboard, but now we want to display the done button right on the, where's that done? I guess, okay, it's called done. Rebuild it, go back. If we press it, garbage thingy, we have the next, and we have the done button. So we created that. We need to create a switch. So we need to create this. Let's go and let's create a custom composable here. They called it, we're gonna call whatever rounded. I believe they called it rounded switch. Rounded switch row. You can call whatever you want. Inside of this, there's a row. We have text, and then we have a switch composable. Let's import this garbage, import row. Okay, so inside of the text we're gonna pass a roundup tip, roundup tip. Okay, so this switch has parameters like checked and unchanged check. Let's add this. Let's add also the unchanged check. So we're not going to worry about errors for now. So get this can have like a boolean value. How do we're gonna pass through, and for now just empty lambda function. Let's see how it looks like. It's gonna be really ugly. Oh, right, we're not passing it inside of the this tip down layout. Right after this, gonna pass it. I don't know why every time it switches back to device manager, to be honest. So in the documentation they're using a modifier size, something like a fixed dp, and vertical alignment, I believe, align center vertically. Okay, and then they in here in the switch modifier, they content size, wrap content size, align meant, and they use that. And then here in the row they gave it max width, fill max width. So I believe that should look like alignment horizontal. What's up with this alignment, center and center horizontally, bottom and top end. What are they using? God damn it. Switch ramp, damn it, wrap content width. Man, this is a different method that we're not familiar with. Okay, they're using a wrap content width to the end, alignment. Before we use that, let's see how that would look like without this. we are centering it, but why are they, instead of in here, they're in the middle? Vertical means this vertical alignment. I'll be back. Okay, so this kind of looks weird, but so I am trying to I added a background for every composable so I can see what's wrong. So what went wrong, I think, is that we somehow I used like this. I put the size before fill max width, so that ended up doing like this. So instead we probably want to call fill max first, then dot. You can use the background color method to easily check how much size each composables occupy. Where's another one here? So where were we? So this is how it looks like. What did I use? They used content, wrap content. So for now they are side by side. If they used wrap content width and align, they just passed in alignment end. And this, what's wrong? Wrap content with alignment end. I am using the same thing. Bro. So they're not giving the max width to the row element. Instead they're giving the max available size to this switch element. Now what's wrong? Why? Bro, this took me a while. This is annoying as hell. So what we did now, we gave the whole row fill max width, so the element have some room to breathe, and we put the text, and we didn't give fill max width. Doesn't do anything. As you can see, the color is blue. The text, the whole row. Okay, let's copy this and paste. Let's paste it for the text to see how much space it occupies. Modifier. this fill max width doesn't do jack shit. I guess it's doing something. Wrap content width, and this is doing something, man. This method. What is dying? What's that doing? Wrap content width. We have so many width. Putting this, I guess, makes gives the element, this switch element, not a lot of width, and within that width they're aligning to the end. Man, if it were any other tutorial, they would not be going through all this. You would be stuck trying to debug this on your own. You're welcome. Let's get rid of the color. We ended up sidetracking a lot. All we needed to do was add these buttons. We have text and a switch, so we need to keep track of this state of this button. So when the button is turned on, we can run some optional code and calculate round up the amount. For example, if it's 10.59, it will be 11, something like that. So first let's keep track of it. Switch here. We are using checked. I'm gonna create a is checked variable, is checked. It's gonna be a boolean, and unchanged function, we're gonna create unchanged function. Checked unchecked change, that's gonna be a function. Depend is required on off. Well, this is not gonna do anything. It's gonna accept the boolean, so we're gonna get a boolean, and it's not gonna return anything. Okay, let's use that. Checked change. Here we need to use is checked. Let's create is checked variable on here. Quickly copy that and paste it here. Call it is checked. Remember, the initial value is gonna be false. Sheesh. False. What else are we on? Change. Unchecked change. You can use another variable name to really differentiate it. For now, I'm gonna just use this. That's gonna accept a boolean, what are we gonna call it? Is checked. Here we're gonna return okay, we're gonna set is checked to opposite of whatever the value we get. Cannot be reassigned. We're using it. We are using it. Why? Copy, paste. Okay, I think this is wrong. Is checked state. Let me use that. So we got a variable conflict in this function. We need to pass the values is checked, is on value change, on checked, unchecked change. We got what happened. We don't want to invoke it immediately, we just want to reference it. When inspected, oops, so when we reference a function using that fun keyword, when we use that, we use colons. So now we want to perform an action here in the private function of it. Let's create round up is a boolean. By default it's false. Tip percentage if round up is not okay, first let's make it a null. God damn it. You know, let's just make it not null but false. It's gonna only run if it's true anyway, so we don't need to check for anything. If it's round up is true, there's a function we can run, which is this Kotlin match seal. And we can immediately let me surround with colon bracket, square bracket, curly braces, and reassign the values and tip. Quickly change it to a mutable type. Let's test if it works. God damn it. 100 10.5 or something. Now round up. The state is not changing. That checked. we're using is checked, which is false. On change, the state button is not even working. Why is that? The switch button is not working. Checked. Let's make it to true. Is checked. Is checked is false. When I checked change changes, let's create a lambda function and call in the on check change and pass in it. How about now? Still we're not. So I got overzealous and put in what's that key, the negation of variables, booleans, exclamation mark, I guess. So we don't actually need to do this. We get the new value anyway from here. So whenever on unchecked change, we get the updated value anyway, so we just need to assign that updated value. We don't need to use the garbage exclamation mark. So let's check if our that works. What's that? Roundup works. Bill amount, switch to this garbage floating keyboard. Tip amount 5. Okay, and turn on this. The tip amount is not remembered across recomposed positions, so it does not update. Round up and open up the garbage keyboard and right and done. Tip, are you sure? Tip percentage. Okay, we're not passing rounded boolean. Is checked. So a lot of mistakes on my part. the rounded is true, and we're gonna pass in 100 10.5. Yes, the rounding up works. Now let's go back and add support for landscape orientation. This one's really easy. We just need to add this method to the column, to our parent composable. So this is the parent composable. I'm already using it for whatever reason. Vertical scroll remember state. This is the method we're supposed to use. What does this? Rotate left. Okay. So without this, our app's gonna be weird. We can't scroll. So the next thing we need to add this icons. To add icons, we just go to the where is it? Here, text field. We have a parameter for it. It's called a leading icon. Where is it? Here we just pass in icon. That's pretty much it. Let's add this. Let's quickly create that. This edit field accepts a leading icon parameters. For now we don't know the leading icon. Let's just call it a type of icon for now. We're gonna change it after finding the correct type. Leading, put a comma, leading icon, and here we're gonna just pass in the icon, leading icon. We need to use the icon. Leading icon. Import. Leading icon. Rounded field. We're gonna use thumbs up. A required icon got image vector. Now we find that type. Let's update that type where we image vector. What parameter does this? Cannot access import. I have a file to check for to updating icons. Let's see. Icons rounded we just need to pass the whole thing, but oh man, I think yeah, this garbage every time. This content description, fucking every time, bro. Okay, that's how you add a leading icon. I guess we completed it. I'm not gonna even bother going through the thing. We suffered pain enough. Bros, I fixed it. This garbage, no, let's go to the text and here, settings. This glide, I mean, what is it? The write in text, this was on. If this is on, we get this garbage as keyboard. So the only way to get rid of it is just going to the settings and turning off this, what is this, write in text fields option. Now we're back. That's pretty much it for this.